What's up, guys? So in this video we're going to be talking about how to play bar chords. What? Let's jump into it. Hey guys, my name is DiDio and you're watching the DiDio show, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to play bar chords. So make sure you stick around because it's going to be great. But before we get into it, make sure you like this video, comment if you have any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and then also ding the little bell so you get notified whenever I put out a new video. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Whoa, wait a minute. Before we jump into it, if you haven't learned anything about bar chords yet, and if you are very new, then this video right here is very important for you to watch first. This is a before you learn how to play bar chords video, so make sure you go and check that out. But let's go ahead and jump into the content. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so what are bar chords? I talked about this in that video that I already told you about, which is also in the description below too, so if you want to check that out, you can. In the last video I did last week, I still talked about it there, but I want to go ahead and briefly glance over it now, just so that way we can get that out of the way. So bar chords are basically barring or putting your finger across several strings at once. It could be all 6, it could be just 2, which we talk about the just 2 one in that video, so again, if you want to check it out. But bar chords, basically putting your finger over the strings and moving the nut up. So, like if you were playing an E chord, remember that shape because I'm still playing that shape with this, but that's a G. So we're playing that E shape in different spots. Just like if we were moving the nut, we'd be changing the tuning of the strings too, but it's as if we were tuning everything up a half step, tuning everything up a half step again, another half step, another half step. But that makes sense, right? Just moving the nut up, changing the tuning, but we're still playing those same shapes. And we're going to talk about both root 6 position and root 5 position. So we're going to be talking about both of those in this video. These are just the main bar chords, and we're going to talk about both of these, and these will really get you started in your awesome bar chord journey. Okay, so to start off with the root 6, which is called a root 6 because your root is on the 6th string. So we're going to start off with that. So we're going to be playing the G bar chord just to start off with, but remember all of these are movable, so you keep the same shape and just move wherever you want it to be. But in this video we're going to be doing the G bar chord along with the C bar chord, and we're also going to be talking about minors and how to make a chord a minor via bar chords. Oh, I almost keep forgetting to say this in each of the videos, each of the guitar tutorials. If ever you need to slow it down or something, you can actually slow it down in the YouTube feature. You can actually change the playback speed and make it slow down, or speed me up if I'm talking way too slow, and then I speed up and I talk like this because I'm going super fast. But you can pause, rewind, fast forward, do whatever you need to do to make sure you get this down. Let's jump back into the content. So our first finger is barred across all of the strings on the 3rd fret, which sounds kind of funky, but we'll fix that here in a second. Our 3rd finger goes on the 5th fret of the A string. Then our pinky finger goes on the 5th fret of the D string. And then we've got our 2nd finger going on the 4th fret of the D string. And make sure you get each individual note. If you hear something like this, then keep working at it until you get each clear notes. Keep working. And keep working at it until you get it. I'm sure you guys can do it. And that is a G major bar chord. Now to make this chord a minor, you remove your 2nd finger, like that. It's basically like an E minor shape. And that's a minor chord. Put it back on as a major, minor, major, minor, major. But now to move on to the root 5 bar chord, because our root is on the 5th string. We're gonna be playing a C chord here, but again, you can move this up and down the neck wherever. So it's, remember the A chord? It's almost like we're moving that up. So we've got here, we've got something a little different. We've got two different bars. So this is very interesting. So on the 3rd fret with your first finger, the 5th string down. Sounds kind of weird. And then we take our 3rd finger. Now some people use their pinky or some people use their 2nd finger, but I find that it's easier to use your 3rd finger because whenever you, I can do some more videos on this later, but whenever you do some, whenever you add some stuff to it or go to a minor chord, it's a little easier to switch back and forth and to add those little embellishments that you couldn't if you use your pinky like this. So if you see people using their pinky, that's fine. Don't go like, oh, what are you doing? It's okay. It's just whatever they prefer. But I find it a lot easier to use my 3rd finger there. So we take our 3rd finger and bar it across the 5th fret on the D string down to the B string. Don't really want to play the high E string with the bar there. Doesn't really sound right. What you can try to do is hit this E note whenever you're playing it. Now what some chord charts say is you've got this finger barred across all of these, so you try and hit that E note on the 3rd fret of the high E string. Excuse me, it's a G note. But that is kind of difficult to do, and if you don't do it, that's totally fine. It's just adding another 5. You've already got one in there, so that's perfectly okay. Now that we have this chord, to make that a minor, instead of your 3rd finger being barred across all of those 3 strings there, take your pinky, put it on the 5th fret of the G string, and fun tip here, that's actually a chord. That's called a 2 chord. And fun fact, you know what I just realized? The last time I talked about a 2 chord on this channel was whenever I was wearing this shirt and talking about how to play Hold My Hand by Hootie and the Blowfish. That was like my first or second, that was my 2nd video. Guys, that's crazy. Oh man, that video is hilarious. At least to me it is. I don't know. If you want to check it out, I'll link it up right here. That's my Hold My Hand video. I'm wearing the same shirt, playing the same guitar, talking about the B2 chord. Anyway, Throwback Tuesday. So anyway, we've got the C2 chord. But to make it a minor, put our 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the B string. And you've got a minor chord there. So that's something really cool that you can do with that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Now, don't just leave my channel and be like, okay, cool, I got all that, now I'm good to go. There are more techniques coming on the way with bar chords, things you can do with bar chords to make them sound more interesting. And in fact, I just created a playlist, so I'm going to keep adding videos to that, so make sure you subscribe and ding the little bell so you can notify whenever I put out new videos. Like this video if you value the content. I hope that you did. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, comment if you have any questions or video suggestions. I'd love to see them. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you again so much for watching. I think I have a major blooper section coming up, so I'm not going to talk about the boxes that aren't actually here. So let's watch that blooper section, and yeah, let's watch the blooper section. I'll do the hand thing just cause. Not a creepy song at all. Pick. Sad, happy, sad, happy. You can do it if you put your mind to it. You can do it if you put your mind to it. That's going in the, that's definitely going in the bloopers. Okay. Kidding. Sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, happy. This is bad.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm not using it. I should probably use a pick before I hurt my finger again. Do I have my picks? I don't have my pickpocket. But if I look at you kind of funny, it's only because you are. The sound of silence